Whether you're making a dressing for your salad or roasting some veggies, you're going to need a splash of oil. Today, I'm going to rate my top 3 favourite oils so that you know which is best to use and why. Stay tuned. I'm sure that you've heard of terms like omega-3, polyunsaturated fats, saturated fats, and bad fats. But it can all be a bit confusing, can't it? Well, simply put, the oils that we use in cooking, like coconut oil, olive oil, and sunflower oil, are all made up of these different types of fats. Kind of like how milk is made up of protein, calcium, lactose, and vitamins. The types of fats, antioxidants and vitamins found in different oils help health professionals like me decide which oils are best for achieving different goals. Now, when it comes to fertility, I'm looking for 5 key features. I'm looking for oils which are low in bad saturated fats, which can cause inflammation, rich in antioxidants, which can protect our eggs from damage. Thirdly, I'm looking for high in vitamin E, which is a fat-soluble vitamin that's been found to be really good for our uterine lining. Fourthly, abundant in good monounsaturated fats, which have been found to decrease inflammation. And finally, plentiful in omega-3 fats, which have been found to increase blood flow to our uterus and improve fertility hormones. So, with these objectives in mind, and having had a look at the latest research, I'd like to give my award for my 3rd favourite fertility oil to, drumroll, canola oil. So canola oil has less saturated fat than any other oil, which gives it a big tick in my book. It contains 11% omega-3s, so it's one of the richest sources of that. Although the omega-3 in oils is the short-chain ALA form, so it's not quite as good as the long-chain DHA form found in fish. And it contains 16 milligrams of alpha-tocopherol, vitamin E, in every 100 mils. So 2 or 3 tablespoons each day will easily meet your requirements. Now my second place goes to flaxseed oil. Flaxseed oil, or linseed oil as it's also known, has made my shortlist because it contains a whopping 57% good omega-3 fat. And although I'd prefer that you got your omega-3 from fish, if you don't eat fish, flaxseed could be a good option. One important study, called a meta-analysis, found that flaxseed reduced inflammation rates in overweight people. And you may wonder why that's relevant, but reducing inflammation markers is also really important when you're trying to conceive, because inflammation impacts your whole body, including your eggs and uterus. And it can make it really difficult for your embryo to implant in your uterus. It's important to note though that flaxseed oil shouldn't be used for cooking. Now, the winner of my favourite oil to use when you're trying to get pregnant award, phew, that's a mouthful, is extra virgin olive oil. Yay! Okay, so why Evo? Well, obviously it ticks off all of the 5 key features. It's low in bad saturated fats. It's rich in antioxidants and rich in vitamin E. It also contains some omega-3 fats. But mostly it wins because of its high proportion of monounsaturated fats. 75% of the oil contains these good monounsaturated fats, which helps to reduce inflammation. There's been quite a few studies now that have found a link between extra virgin olive oil, the Mediterranean diet, and fertility. For example, one study found that a diet high in olive oil and low in meat improved embryonic growth and decreased the rates of miscarriages. So let's wrap up with a few tips about oil, no matter which oil you decide to use. Firstly, unless you're trying to gain weight, you only need a small amount of oil each day. 1 teaspoon per person per meal is usually enough. Secondly, oils shouldn't be kept for more than a year. Unlike wine, they do not improve with age, so purchase it in small quantities and throw out any that's been sitting in your pantry for ages. Thirdly, keep it in a dark place, out of the sun, because light causes the goodness to deteriorate. And finally, remember that oil is not bad for you when it comes to fertility. It's just important to choose the right type. A study by Dr. Vujkovic and colleagues found that women consuming a more Mediterranean-style diet, including extra virgin olive oil, were more likely to become pregnant through IVF than those who were consuming a more health-conscious dietary style, which was lower in healthy oils. But avoid bad oils like palm oil, which is found in takeaway foods, chocolate and biscuits. Now, let me know which oil you currently use in the comments box below and how long it's been sitting in your pantry. And if you haven't already subscribed, make sure that you do so that you can receive my weekly dietary tips for fertility and pregnancy. And I've got one last gift for you. I've designed a fertility meal plan so that you can eat as healthily as possible in the lead up to getting pregnant. Just go to www.melaniemcgrice.com/fertility. I'll see you in my next video. Are you still rolling? Oh, sorry. Oops. Let's try one more time.